This is my reflection on Rhee from The Walking Dead. And this first picture is from like the second or third episode. It's near the beginning when he's in Atlanta. And the reason why I put the Captain Pizza Boy is because that's what he did before the zombies. Somebody asked him once. They didn't make a big show of it, but they mentioned it. They asked, "How do you know all this stuff?" Because he knew, he knows where all the alleys, knows his way around the city. He was a pizza delivery kid in there in Atlanta, so he knew the outs and the back alleys and stuff. So that was cool. He's kind of a loner, He always they sent him in on jobs by himself. He was a loner. Wasn't much of a team player at that point when at the beginning. Um, and he's a very passive guy. I when I started watching the show last year, I thought, who am I most like? And the first one I picked was Rick because married and have a kid, and I'm married and have kids. So I thought maybe that's like me, but really, when I thought about it, I thought I was I'm more like Glenn, not obviously not a little Asian kid, but kind of the loner and he's smart. He's a thinker. He before zombies, he probably had never even been in a fight. He didn't look like the fighting kind. He looked kind of innocent. He probably played a lot of video games, and he just looks kind of like a kid. And this picture, although it's not taken like the last episode or anything, but it shows how he grew into a real fighter. It said zombie slayer. Yeah, yeah, kick some butt. You see him with a baseball bat, which I think is foreshadowing of something that happens in the future that I've heard about when it comes to baseball bats. But it's also he can bash in the heads of anything. You remember not the first time he killed one, but the first really cool thing I remember was right after he met Maggie and they were in the pharmacy, and I don't know if that was a pharmacist or one of the townspeople, but somebody who'd walked in, and he just went crazy on him. That was really cool, but it just he had some growth that the other characters don't have because he's married now. He went from being a loner kid to a married man. I mean, it's a different kind of transition than other characters went through because yeah, he got married. That's a big deal. I mean, and also out of all the couples, well, there's precious few, but not married couples. I think he and Maggie are the only ones left of the survivors who are married, and even out of like Alexandria, I don't think any of them are married. I mean, now Jesse's a widower, Deanna's a widower. I mean, don't know the other characters and anybody else in the town yet, but it's a different element. That's a different element. And I did a vlog about married couples before, and it's just watch that. Glenn's awesome. Glenn is one of my favorite people. I was talking to my daughter earlier. I think he is one of the few characters who's never killed a person. I mean, goes for zombies, but doesn't kill people. You've seen Rick kill people a couple times. You've seen Carol kill people, but you haven't seen him kill people. And so it's kind kind of, yeah, I think that's kind of a neat element because it's a very redeeming quality. Um, Even when he was beating the poop out of Nicholas near the end there, he did not kill him because he wanted to take him back because Glenn's not the executioner. You know, he might police an area and bring the guy back, but he'll bring him to somebody else's justice at the group. So it's like, and I think that's a good quality, really, that he's yeah, he's not taking the law in his own hands in a way. That's all I have to say about that for now.